Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Smoke-In Studios for another live show, the Rocky Mountain Cigar Show. I am so excited. I totally even fucked up my intro right there, right? Because it's normally welcome back to the Smoke-In Studios for another live episode of the Rocky Mountain Cigar Show. I'm just so excited. I've got Meat Bourbon Cigars. We've got Moe on the line here. I mean, this is going to be one hell of a show, guys. So without any other further ado, thank you so much. Huge shout out to Steve Saka for sponsoring yet a. We're just gonna do it. I'm gonna bring in Moe. Moe, I think we're just gonna call this the second annual Red Meat Lovers Cigar Show here featuring Moe because we're just gonna
Hell
do
yeah,
this
let's do
every
it,
time.
baby. Let's do it. Got
Yeah.
great steak, great beef, great cigars. Come on now.
Absolutely, man. So I am so excited for you to be on, Moe. Thank you very much. We've got a hell of a show here, and I'm not even really sure how to continue on. Like I am just so excited. I mean, my gosh, Moe, welcome back yet again. I appreciate you as always. So let's go ahead. Let's kick this thing off. Let's allow you to cook and eat. So before we do that, though, Justin, why
What's
don't
up?
you tell us what you sent Moe, what is in front of us, and about the giveaway that we're doing for you tonight?
Yeah. So I'm Justin Brunson from Brunson Meat Co. here in Denver, Colorado. So we specialize in noble mold, grand cru dry aged beef. I created a whole new way of dry aging beef where we actually inoculate our whole room with 4 mold strains. Everything's covered with like 2 inches of fuzzy mold. And what it does, like what it really does is you get everything you get with traditional dry aged beef. You get the natural enzymatic breakdown, you get the dehydration, but what my mold strains do, it makes this beef smell like popcorn. It's real nutty and brown buttery, and when you start cooking it, the whole room smells like popcorn. Um, we only use Midwest beef, even though I'm a Denver guy now, but my heart is in Iowa. I'm from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, so I believe the best beef in the country comes from the Midwest. Uh, all prime, black and red Angus, noble mold aged. Uh, Big Mo's got a 24-ounce ribeye in front of him sitting over there. It's been dry aged for 45
New York
days.
strip.
Oh,
New
is
York
that strip? Sorry, it's hard to
Strip.
tell on the monitor. Yeah, so we sent out a bunch of stuff for him to cook up, test out, check out. We're gonna have a little giveaway for everybody for whoever wins today. We're gonna do a 24-ounce New York strip, a 24-ounce ribeye, 4-pack of 8-ounce dry aged burgers, and 2 packs of bacon. We also make some
Ooh.
baller ass bacon. So, yeah, man, whoever wins is gonna be a very happy person today.
Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice, awesome. So Moe, this is where we'll hand it over to you. And we're gonna do our first official cooking with Moe segment on the Rocky
Yeah.
Mountain Cigar Show. So Moe, we will hand it over to you, brother.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me back on. It's my second time doing it with you guys. You guys are great, great cigars, and I look forward to be able to cook some great beef. Now, your buddy sent me these beautiful steaks and bacon. So what I did was I took this New York strip and I aged it in the cryovac for another 21 days. It is smells great. It's super tender. I'm going to put some seasoning on it, some oil, some seasoning, and we're going to throw it on the grill at 500 some degrees on the gateway drum. And then we're going to cook these to medium rare. And then we have some, my buddy made up some herb compound butter. It's in the refrigerator. We'll slice that up and put those tabs on it right when they come off the pit. So you're going to have herb butter with seasonings in it and rosemary and a lot of great herbs on it on the steak as it rests. So we'll get started. So I got this gateway drum. It's about 500 degrees, if you can see it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray a little oil. So I want to use, I use literally, you can use this Pam, or you can use EVOO. So extra virgin olive oil, that's what you want to use. You don't want to use an olive oil that is not extra virgin olive oil because it can impart a different flavor that you want on the rib. Now, I mean on the steak. If you want to do that, that's fine. But if I'm gonna put oil on this steak, I want it to be very neutral. So that's why I go EVOO, because it's very neutral in flavor. it doesn't impart that olive oil flavor on the steak unless you want to do that. But this is just Pam. I put a little oil because oil is nothing but moisture and love. This is a beautiful, probably a 2.5-inch thick cut New York strip. It's aged. It is just, look at that. Beautiful. And it's just love. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use, I got a couple rubs I normally use. I use a competition brisket rub, which is great. Salt, pepper, and garlic with a few other things. And then this is Stone Cold Hardcore Texas brisket rub, which is salt, pepper, and garlic. I love it. I think it goes great with steak. I also have another rub that I can use, which is a steakhouse, which is coarse grind, like a Montreal style seasoning rub. It's got, coriander, cracked black pepper, really coarse garlic, which is awesome too. We're gonna do a little Texas brisket rub on here, which is just salt, pepper, and garlic. It's amazing. And we're gonna season this bad boy up. And what I do is put a nice coat on there. I'll hit the sides. These are beautiful steaks. So I add another 21 days on them. So they're super tender, super flavorful, and it's going to be just a wonderful piece of cut.
Well, while you're show us that again, Mo.
You don't have to go super heavy, but my rub is coarse black pepper, coarse garlic, and granulated garlic and salt, coarse salt. So that's what it is. That's all you need for a good steak. I mean, you can add other flavor notes if you want, but this is just going to complement the steak, and for its natural flavors, it's not going to take away from it. It's just going to be a great cook. So now that I got what I want, we're going to throw it right on the fire. So right now I'm in a gateway drum. It's about 18 inches from the charcoal basket to the grate. And I'll put that on there, and we'll get some grill action. When you cook over direct fire like that, you get that great steaky flavor. You can actually do this in the smoker and all that. That's great, but you're not going to get that grill flavor. You can only get that cooking over direct fire. And so that's what is great for these drums, because they have the best of both worlds. You can use this as a smoker. You can use this as a grill. I'm using it as a grill. We're going to get this, the flavor going on. We're going to get this thing charred up really good. And then we're going to slow it down, and then we're going to take it to medium rare. I'm going to take it to probably like 128 to 132 internal temperature, and then it's just going to be ready to eat. I let it rest for about 10 minutes, and then she's ready to go.
Awesome. It sounds so. Yeah, I think all you put on was salt too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of just letting that dry age flavor really come through, man. I love dry aged beef. So I'm just a Maldon salt guy, and a real heavy sear, nice and medium rare. I do like the black pepper and the garlic as well, though. So, I mean, that's to each his own. That's the best thing about cooking food, man. Everybody's got their thing they like, and I think it's just a beautiful thing that that's what's so cool about chefs and meat and people. Like, we all like different cigars and whiskeys and tequilas and different styles of cooking. Like, some guys would love to put this on a smoker and bring it up real slow and then sear it off. I'm with Mo. I'm a big fan of just a real hot grill, I'm also a huge fan of a cast iron pan.
Yeah.
I'll do that
Yeah,
one.
I'm not a. I mean, even though they're great, I've eaten at many great steakhouses that just cook a steak in a skillet with some rosemary and some compound butter. But I love it when you cook it directly over fire. I prefer my steak cooked directly over fire. It's just that flame kiss flavor that you cannot get that from a skillet. You just can't. It'll be good texturally wise. It'll be good and it'll be savory. But I love that flame kiss flavor that you can only get cooking over fire.
No, nothing less from you at all, sir. All right. What I want to do here is Mo, while you're cleaning up a little bit, getting that ready, I'm gonna throw us into the entire reason, one of the main reasons, the main reason why we're here tonight, and that is because of Steve Saka over at Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. This is the "What Are You Smoking Tonight" segment. Now, we are all smoking the same thing, so we have the brand new. This is being released officially. It was released at TGS for the actual RML dinner, which I was unable to go to, but Steve was kind enough to send these out for the show
They're
tonight.
delicious.
So you could actually see these in your stores probably within the next couple months, I'm sure. This is the brand new spicy beef stick. This is, if you've had the Fritanga, this is the Fritanga version of the spicy beef stick. It's very good. It's bold. It's slightly stronger, but it's got a really, really nice pepperiness to it. What do you think of it, Justin?
Yes.
Yeah. This is a cigar smoker's cigar, man. It's real peppery. It's nice, full bodied, super smooth. Love that closed in on it that they did. That's really classy look, man. It's beautiful cigar. Steve does really, really nice work.
He doesn't do anything half-assed.
No.
Kind of like Mo. Mo's all elegance.
100%.
I mean, if you follow this man's Instagram page, he's either on a boat with a drink and a cigar. You feel like
Damn right.
So, Mo, what's your thoughts on the cigar, sir?
I love the cigar. I love it. I've smoked almost all of them that quick. You know, this cigar. I saved a couple for me and my buddy, but I'm down to the bare bones. You guys need to send me some more.
We'll definitely do that. And it's what's been fun for this is you've never even heard of Red Meat Lovers Cigars before last year when I sent them to you. So it's been probably fun for you to get a new brand and
nice. And it's actually really, really good. I'm not just saying that just to be saying that, because I'm a cigar snob, and I'm really impressed with the flavor. I was rolling in my truck yesterday smoking one, and sunny out, 80-something degrees, window down, and I was enjoying 2 of those cigars yesterday. So it's a really good cigar.
Fantastic. So, Mo, I will. Are you going to cook up? You've already got it on there. Okay, perfect. I was just say I see the smoke. I can't wait. I do want to dig in here a little bit, so I know I'm going to take a little bite while Mo's cooking away. Justin, tell everybody what is on our plate. So let's see if we can. I don't want to tip anything over here.
We got a bunch of different stuff. So we got some beautiful 35-day dry aged red wattle pork. We got some beautiful 35-day dry aged New York strip. We got our 45-day bone in ribeye. And then I brought a connoisseur piece for us too. We got this 150-day dry aged prime Angus as well.
That's what I want to dig into first. Where is that?
This one right here is the 150.
The thing about dry aging is, like wet aging or dry aging, what that does is that intensifies the flavor. So it helps break the protein down. So when you do a dry age or you do a wet age, what you're doing is you're breaking down those tissues so they get softer, but you're catching it before it goes bad. So I've had many experiences with briskets and everything. I would age back before I had any sponsors. I would take a prime brisket and I would age it out another 30, 45 days. And then I would put the date on there and I would freeze them. And then so I had a freezer full of aged briskets, that prime briskets that I would age. So therefore, when I went and do a cook-off, I could pull one out, start slacking it out, and then I go to cook-off and I'm good to go. But when you age, a wet age or dry age, what you're doing is you're intensifying the flavor of that protein. And you're also breaking down the tissues to where it becomes more softer. And to me, that's just a home run. When you get a steak that's super tender, damn near fork tender, and flavorful, juicy, and full of flavor, and that's what you want when it comes to cooking a steak for me.
more of a.
Say it again. Sorry.
What?
Say it again. I had you on mute. 'Cause we have to go through the speakers. I
No, that's
apologize.
fine. That's fine. We can start over. Yeah. So, dry aged meat is definitely, or wet aged is always going to be better just than a fresh piece of meat, man. I mean, you got to think when a cow, when they slaughter that thing, it comes off the rail and it goes into one of those bags. I mean, that thing's still in rigor mortis, right? And,
Oh
like,
my
you
God.
know, you see a pack date on a piece of beef, and you want, if it's in a bag, you want that to be at least 30 days before
Yep.
you even break into it. And I personally like a wet age steak. I'll take them all the way out to 80, 90 days in those bags. And then you
That's
pop
awesome.
them open, and I mean, you got to air them off a little bit. You got to air them off a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
you got to make sure you got a cold ass refrigerator. Because back in the day, before I got any sponsors, that's what I did. I would age. I still to this day, I'll age a brisket out, and I've got a commercial refrigerator out in my garage that will maintain and recover quick. So I'll like when I go to the butcher, I would pull a case. For example, brisket. I would ask the butcher to bring out a case, and I would look at the kill dates on the box, and I would add another 30 to 45 days to that because I knew that was going to make it better. Now, the key on that is having it in a refrigerator that you don't have a lot of activity in. You know, like you're out in the garage, you got some beers in it. That's about it. Take that piece of beef and it's still in the cryovac, put it in the refrigerator, and let it sit for another 30 to 45 days. And then when you take it out, you can freeze it or you can use it, whatever you want to do, but it's going to be better. You know, that steak, this New York strip that I'm cooking right now, you guys send it to me and I put it in my refrigerator and I aged it for another 21 days. And it's beautiful. I can tell by the way it feels, the waxiness of it. That's just the quality of the beef from the jump. But I can tell by just touching it that it's breaking down and it's just right. It smells great. Doesn't have any off-putting odors at all. It's very neutral. So now I know it's good to go. I'll season up with some oil and then I'll add my rub to it. And like I said, I'm a big fan of salt, pepper, and garlic when it comes to a steak. You can do whatever you want depending on what your rubs are. But I think when it comes to beef, it's got to be simplistic and cook it correctly.
100%. And wet aging's great, man. I love wet age stuff. Like I mean, it's great. But once you start pulling that meat out of that bag and you put it into a room with, I mean, we got about 35,000 pounds of meat in our room. And I have these 4 mold strains that I'm calling the noble molds. 2 of them are cheese molds and 2 of them are beef molds. And everything is covered in, 2.5 inches of fur. And
Yes.
yeah, I mean, you get you're getting your natural enzymatic breakdown, you're getting your dehydration, but what these molds do, I mean, you're about ready to taste it. I don't know if you've eaten any of the other product we sent out to you or not, but this beef has its very unique, like popcorn, brown butter, hazelnut. I had one of the best whiskey makers in the country in my room yesterday. Todd Leopold from Leopold's Whiskey was in my aging room yesterday. He's like, it smells like hazelnuts in here. And I was like, yeah, it does. Most dry age rooms have kind of an ammonia and blue cheese smell to them. Mine smells sweet. It smells sweet and nutty. I mean, it's really cool when you bring, people like he's a master whiskey maker, one of the best whiskey makers in the country, Todd Leopold. And bring him into the room yesterday, and I was like, smell. What do you smell? Because, he's got a amazing palate. He's got a sense of smell, and to have him just be like, yeah, man, this smells like hazelnuts to me, and that's one of the big descriptors that I always use for our beef. It's real nutty. I mean, popcorn's the biggest one I get off of it. Like, really, when you start cooking 5 or 6 steaks, and really if you're inside a house, like, it smells like you're cooking popcorn on the stove. That's one of the things that I love about our beef is just like the difference of traditional dry age to the noble mold process. And we're calling our stuff Grand Cru beef too because it comes from the best house, the best aging house. We're just doing things differently at Brunson Meat Co.
Well, you can tell the difference. Once I touched it and felt it, this brisket, this steak is awesome. Awesome.
Well, I bit into it early, and I'm in the carnivore diet. I don't know that I could afford to eat this every day, because I just want people to know, like, with meat quality like this, you are paying a premium for it. But I will tell you right now, that premium is fully, utterly justified.
100%.
And you're in parks, you're in ballparks, right? Hotels, restaurants. Aren't you?
Yeah,
You're all
we
over
sell,
the place.
I mean, we sell to a lot of restaurants across the United States. One of my favorite accounts, our first big account was Mastro's Steakhouse, and I think Mastro's is one of the best steakhouses in America. They saw an Instagram post that I did of this moldy, funky meat, and they were like, "What? Send me some samples of that." So I sent the chef some samples, and then he sent them to. He's like, "All right, I love this steak, but you got to send the COO of Landry's some of these steaks." I mean, it's the COO of Landry's eating some of the best beef in the world.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he's like, "It's the best steak I've ever had." So that was my first real big account, and so they're real close to my heart. Chef Justin down there has been treating us awesome. But we sell to a lot of Michelin star chefs, a lot of James Beard guys. We just got a placement at a Sador Bastion in Chicago. It's the #1 steakhouse in America, number 13 in the world. I mean, it's a pretty big feather in our hat, you know. We're just doing something different, you know, like like New York style dry aged beef's great, heavy blue cheese flavor. It's real funky. I like that flavor. But I like this sweet, nutty, popcorny flavor a lot more.
Oh my god!
And the only reason we get that is because of these mold strains that live in our room. I mean, our room is crazy. Like, we put a piece of beef up on the rack. About a week later, it starts to get like this little dusting across of it. 2 weeks into the process, it starts to look like a piece of brie cheese. 3 weeks, the hair starts growing out of it. By week 4, we got like a little mogwai sitting there. It's got 2.5 inches of white fuzz on it. It's really, really cool. I love to bring chefs in there because nobody has ever seen anything like this before.
I want to come and tour this.
Yeah. We should have got some B-roll for it.
I want to.
Go ahead, bring my ass out there. I want to see it.
Well, come on out for the Rocky Mountain Cigar Show. We'll give you a tour.
Yeah, Mo. I'd love to have you in studio, brother. I'll break out all the stops for that.
It's just totally different. What the molds do to the beef, it's just a totally unique flavor. It's really dorky, real sciencey too.
Oh my god!
It's still got a ways to go, but look at that.
That looks great, chef.
I'm in fucking heaven. Like, I haven't talked this little on my show since I started the show. Oh my freaking god, dude. My buddy just texted me. He's like, dude, you look like you're orgasming as you're eating.
All the dudes in the room.
I was like, dude, this is
dude, that's TMI. I don't even know about that.
Right?
Like, this is
over there.
I've never had. You know, when I met you at Cigar Fest last year.
Yeah.
You were actually next. Steve was copping steaks from you the whole day.
Yeah, so last year I thought it would be cool. You know, like, I'm a big cigar smoker. I love the Gallagher family that puts on the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival. They were kind enough to give us a booth there last year, and then they put us right next to Steve because he's got the Red Meat Lovers Cigars, and like, we're sitting there cooking beef off and sampling out people. You know, we sell online. You can go to brunsonmeats.com, go through all this, buy whatever you want for your family. But it was so cool to watch. I love this. This is a new process. This is a new company. You know, I've seen thousands of people put this beef in their mouth and be like, "What the hell? I've never had anything like that."
That's exactly what I said.
Professional chefs, but like, to me, I love to put it like, chefs, we're always trying the best stuff, right? We're always looking for something new. Like, when you just go to like your regular Joe and give them a piece of their beef, they're like, "What? What?" Like, to me, that's even better, you know? Like, and then they hop online, and our stuff's not cheap, man. These steaks are, $60-$70 a pound of shit.
Worth every penny.
It's not a cheap steak. I mean, you take prime beef and then lose half of it.
But let me position it this way though. You'll go to a steakhouse and you'll spend $60-$70 on a steak.
Oh,
I would rather have this. No, this steak at a steakhouse is going to be probably over $100.
Yeah, way over.
But
all day.
Steak for $60-$70, I'd rather have this than go to another side-eyed steakhouse
Oh, yeah.
for 60, 70 bucks.
Well,
I'd
then you
rather
gotta
buy
pay-
this
then
and
you
cook
gotta
it at
pay
home.
for the overpriced booze,
Yeah.
and the overpriced wine. Like,
I mean,
I'm a big. You see it right now. The world's expensive right now. A lot of people aren't going out as much. We are finding that there are a lot of people spending a lot of money online, and people love to cook at home, right? It's so much more fun to sit at your house, have your friends over, get real drunk. You know, like
you don't have to drive.
you go to a restaurant, like you can't get loud and have fun and dance around. Like that's
you
what
can. Why not? Why not?
And tonight we're washing everything down with the Hidden Barn organic wheated straight bourbon, which is their newer one. So go ahead and pour yourself a little bit.
Mo, I'm with you. I'm that guy at a restaurant too, but a lot of those fancy restaurants don't like it when we act like that.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
they-
But no,
Yeah, well, whatever.
but I say that. By the way, yeah, my people are commenting. Yeah, my birthday was 2 days ago.
Oh, happy birthday!
This is I literally like this. I'm treating this as like my birthday dinner. Like I didn't even do anything special on my birthday. I was telling myself like, dude, you got Justin coming over. You're gonna be eating some steak. And I eat steak all the time. Like I said, about 85-90% of my diet is steak. Now, I couldn't do it on this, but my God, I'm going to be supplementing one of these a month in.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
well, that's the thing of it too. Like, you can 60, 70
smoking
is
a $60 cigar a couple times a month, do you?
yeah, that's what I mean. Like what else do you do that's worth $60? Like, so like in that same breed,
I don't
just
do
like
anything.
you said.
I work. I hang out with my family. I fly fish. So I spend.
We spent a lot of money on fly fishing, though.
Well, I spend an obnoxious amount of money on good food. Like I go to the farmer's market.
Oh yeah.
You know, I only buy the best seafood. I buy the best booze.
Oh.
You know, but I don't have a lot of vices in my life other than loving my family and eating good food and fly fishing. So like, I don't know. As I have gotten older, you know, it's not like I'm sitting at bars spending a bunch of money. I'd rather sit at my house and drink a phenomenal bottle
Correct.
of whiskey or tequila or
Yeah.
mezcal, a phenomenal bottle of wine, and eat a baller ass steak or a beautiful piece of seafood.
Oh, for sure.
Like I'd much rather do that and do it at my house where I'm just gonna kick back, listen to my tunes, and not put up with all these yahoos out there today.
No, I
Am I
agree.
getting old and crotchety at 40, 47?
No,
Am I
no.
already
Yeah,
there?
yeah, you are. It's all good.
I mean, shit, and you know how much people hate us cigar smokers on top of it.
Right?
They're
Like, we can't go
"Jesus,
anywhere.
You light up a stick somewhere. I mean, I live in Colorado. You can light up a joint wherever you want to. You light up a cigar, everybody looks at you like they're gonna kill you.
That's one of the things
Really?
that drew me to. Oh my gosh, Mo! Yeah, they're wanting to put cigar tobacco sales tax to like 63%.
Yeah.
So
What?
a $10 cigar will cost you, $15, another five or $6 at the end. Like, it's asinine. But that was actually, one of the things that drew me to Mo to have him on is he's unapologetically a fucking cigar smoker. The main
Damn right.
picture on his website is him lighting a cigar. And so
Things are
it was
different in Iowa, though. People in Iowa are just like, I do what I do. And
Yeah.
you know what?
Damn right. That's how we
Like,
go in the 515. We do
That's how
what
it
we
is
want
in
to do.
Iowa. Like, people in
I like
No.
guns. I like.
Yeah.
Mm.
like muscle cars.
Yeah. Like, I mean, in Iowa, it's great. Like, you can get away with that in Iowa. You come out here and light up a stick somewhere. I've done it a bunch of times.
Colorado?
Yeah. I've been at Aspen Food and Wine with my boy Gerald, and we lit up cigars. And you want to see some pissed off? I'm just like, I don't care. I'm like
Really?
you. I'm going to do what I want to do. I worked all day to be
Mhm.
where I'm at.
Mhm.
You know, like,
You
I
damn
love
right.
smoking. I love smoking cigars and really good ones, you know?
All right. So while Mo's doing his thing, looks like it's melting the butter. We're gonna do our first round of giveaways here. So let me make sure this is all set. Oh, you need another one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where's my cutter? My cutter's on, I think, on my desk.
Knife right there.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
professional.
All right. So let me go ahead and make sure we've got this all set, and we do. All right, so tonight we've got some incredible giveaways. Let me make sure, just double check before I start having everybody type in the word that I've got this set. All right, so tonight I'm gonna do this really easy on me, okay? We have we have 3 RML mugs.
Not a mathematician.
No, I thought we had 4. Well, we did. But I gave you one.
did, thank you.
So we've got 3 of these, the RML mugs. So we're gonna give away those. I've got 2 bundles of Red Meat Lovers Cigars. We've got some stickers that we'll throw into each of the boxes as well. And some lucky guy or gal is going to get the pre-release, as you can see, pre-release bundle of the spicy beef stick that me, Mo, and Justin are smoking tonight. We also have Steve really went all out this year.
Yeah, he did.
He liked the show last year. I'll tell you that much right now. So we also have
the ribeyes.
2 full boxes of the ribeyes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
of the ribeyes from Steve as well. So the way we're going to position these is we're going to do each one of these bundles right here are going to also get a mug and a hat. I've got, let's see. Yes. So each one of these bundles is going to get a hat as well as a mug. Hopefully that didn't break. And then for each one of the boxes, we're going to do a hat as well. And yeah, so the box gets a hat. The bundles get a mug and a hat as well. So let's go ahead. If you are watching the show right now, it's really, really simple. RML Cigars is the keyword for the drawing. It's RML Cigars is the keyword. So again, no hashtags, nothing. It's literally just RML Cigars, and we will start the drawing when we get everybody signed in. Oh, it looks beautiful, Mo.
You're hired, Mo. We'll keep you.
We trust you now.
We'll keep you. I'll trust you with my meat now, Mo.
I don't think Mo's got a
My
resume
boy,
yet, though.
these smelling
No
is
hashtag,
phenomenal.
Richard. No hashtag, anyone. Just RML space cigars. My bad. RML space cigars.
Dude, these steaks are fire.
Man, they ain't no joke.
Oh my God. Wow.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
RML space cigars. If you guys have entered with no spaces, I need RML space cigars.
Holy shit. These are cooked medium rare, and they're absolutely phenomenal. And the compound butter my buddy made is it's like sprinkles on a cupcake.
Yeah, it's just real nice, like sweet, nutty, popcorny age, man.
Oh, that is unbelievable. So what do I got? I got one there. So, okay, spicy.
Wow. Man.
But what are you sipping on over there?
This is a little Tito's soda lime, splash of cream.
Nice.
This got splash of dark.
So what are you thinking, Mo?
The steak is phenomenal.
Is it something
The
you'd
cigar's
recommend?
phenomenal. Oh hell yeah, I would honestly. And I keep it real, man. I keep it 100. That steak is absolutely delicious. My buddy Bobby made this badass compound, and it's just the Texas whisker rub, salt, pepper, garlic, flame kiss. Ooh-wee.
Oh my God.
Don't eat it all.
Yeah, right. What's your boy? Your boy, your buddy's sitting right there next to you. What's he think?
Bobby, what do you
Dude,
think?
this is absolutely phenomenal. He's not just saying it because he cooked it. I understand steak, and this is 100% probably the best steak I've had in the last 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
Great, man.
Wow. That's a
Unbelievable.
compliment.
Wow. We get
It's
them all
got
the
a
time.
lot of flavor, man.
Yeah, they're super tender, man. That Midwest corn-fed beef aged properly, you can't beat
Corn
that.
fat, baby.
Funny, I mean, grass is nice when they're young, but put them out on the corn, fatten them up.
No, you
Makes
gotta
them-
feed them out. You gotta feed them out the corn, man.
They love it. You
Right.
put a pile of grass on the ground and a pile of corn on the ground, there ain't gonna be one cow around that grass. I'll tell you that right now.
Now, Justin, I want to, with the talk of everything being wagyu.
Yeah.
This is not. This is high aged prime.
Yeah.
But why this over that?
So I'm all right. Everybody fucking loves Wagyu right now, right? Wagyu. All right, like cool. What type of Wagyu? We talking Japanese, American, Australian, right? So I like to eat meat. I like meat. I like a steak. I like a big fat steak. Give me like a nice 24-ounce steak. I'm gonna sit there and gonna eat all of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We start playing around with this, like Japanese Wagyu. I mean, cool. 2 bites of it, cool, right? Like
And done.
done, right? Australian
I can eat the whole
Wagyu.
thing of this, because it's not like I've eaten many Wagyu in my day. The problem with Wagyu is that it's especially when you get up the high end, like the Japanese versions, they're too much. They're too rich. They're too decadent. This is super flavorful, and it's something that I could eat the whole steak on. It's tender, it's juicy, it's flavorful, but it doesn't have that fatty richness, even though it is rich. It doesn't have
Luxurious,
that
yeah.
where you're just like, I can't eat no more. This, I can eat the whole thing. It's that good. And I'm dead serious.
If I'm gonna eat something that's like 100% fat, like I mean, I look at Japanese Wagyu, it's 90% fat, 10% meat. I'm gonna eat really dope butter from France. I'm gonna eat really great brie cheese or foie gras. I mean, if
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eat straight fat,
Yeah.
and I know I'm eating straight fat, I don't need to do it in beef. I like the flavor of beef. I like the flavor of beef fat, but I like the flavor of beef even more.
So I just got to say, even cool down.
Yeah, ice cold, baby.
This
Ice
is.
cold still.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, ice cold. still.
I'm at a loss for words. That doesn't happen to me much at all. So, I mean,
It's a fantastic steak. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, well, I
The
mean,
great
we're starting off
and
with
the
the
way
best
it's
corn-fed
fantastic.
Angus. And I don't want to overpower the steak. I want to add my nuance to the steak, you know?
what were you saying, Mo?
That's it. Salt, pepper, garlic. That's all you need.
Now, Mo, you used your personal seasoning on this, didn't you?
Yep.
So tell everybody how to find that seasoning in case they're interested as well.
Oh, you can go to mocason.bbq.com. It's sold at Ace Hardware stores nationally. It's Winn-Dixie grocery chain, but that's down in the South. Fleet Farm, which is a grocery chain, it's a sporting goods store in the Midwest. It got Hy-Vee in Des Moines, Academy Sports, which is all in the South. But yeah, or you go to mocason.bbq.com. But you know, the competition brisket
Go to
is banging.
him.
But this Texas brisket rub.
Yeah, go to
Mo's
Mo's
website, everybody.
Give
Buy
him
it
the money
directly from the
direct.
man. He deserves the money.
Yeah.
It's his rub.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
I'm just
I have
blown
4
away.
kids, man.
I'm just absolutely. So Mo, in your world of steaks, how do you rate steaks? What I mean, obviously, I'm not like prime this, but like I have personally looked at some cuts of choice that look just as good as prime. So when you're going through the store, what are you looking for in a steak when you pick it up, regardless of the rating of it?
Well, for me, I'm probably a lot different than a lot of people. You give me a really high end, like here, high end ribeye. I mean, New York strip. I'll take that over ribeye all day long. There's nothing wrong with ribeye. Ribeye is very popular, but when you have a really good steak and you can cook a New York strip and it's banging, that says a lot about the steak because a ribeye is, for most people, are going to choose that over a New York strip. But a New York strip that's done well and good quality, that's my jam. So when I go to a steakhouse, throughout anywhere I go, I eat steak all the time. I always get a New York strip, and but I'm a big fan. Like I said, steaks cooked over open fire. I've been in all these little bougie steakhouses where they're cooking in a skillet. There's nothing wrong with that. You can get it texturally right, temperature-wise and texture-wise, but it just won't have that same flavor cooking over fire. And then the compound butter my buddy made with the herbs, that is the icing on the cake. That's what gives that sprinkles to the cupcake. That's when it gives you that steak. Be like, I mean, I can still taste it in my mouth, between my roof of my mouth, the top of my mouth, and just the tongue. It's a great steak. I'm being honest, dude. I mean, this is probably one of the best steaks I've had in a long time. And we just do it for a matter of minutes. And I mean, it's just like, but I aged it. I'm not saying that it wasn't baller before I started, but it's just I'm regimented in that. So I'll take a steak that's still in a cryovac package and I'll age it for another 14 to 21 days because that just makes it even better. It increases the flavor of that steak because that steak is breaking down. When it's breaking down, the flavors become more intense, and I love it. This steak is banging. Period.
I also like to take my steaks out of the bags. Like we sell everything frozen. Everything's frozen. I like to thaw my steak out, take it out of the bag, and put it on a rack in my refrigerator for a day before I cook it too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Just let it air off, let it dry out, let it fucking relax. Well, it's not relaxing. It's actually going to tighten up a little bit because there's some moisture in there, right? But the amount of Maillard or caramelization you get on that steak is far superior. It's taking it right out of the bag and cooking it. I mean, they're great right out of the bag.
I'm tasting the salt and the black pepper on my tongue and the garlic. And I'm still tasting little bits and pieces of that, and it's just, and then you taste that great protein out of that steak and the way the flavor of it. This is a great, amazing steak. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I would have. This is like you said, it's $100 steak if you go to a high-end restaurant all day long. All day long.
That's a huge compliment. That Moe. And the cigars are going great too.
They serve our beef in the #1 steakhouse in America.
That's true.
Number 13 in the world.
And the cigars are going great with the beef and the bourbon too.
I mean, this cigar is
it's truly complimenting.
So I'm off the beef stick, spicy beef, and I'm back in the original Red Meat Lover, which I
the Robusto size
for the first time last year.
Yes,
and I think I like this personally.
Oh yeah,
it's a personal
that's the beautiful
opinion.
thing of it.
I think I like this cigar a little bit better,
and that's the beauty of it too. You know, so everybody, we got 2 more minutes. If you have not typed in RML space cigars, go ahead and do that now, and we will do our first drawing here. We're gonna do 3 drawings to begin with. We're gonna do the 3 bundles. You remember each bundle is gonna come with a mug and a hat. We'll do those 3 first. We'll do the ribeyes and Justin's at the end as well.
Hey Mo, are you an Iowa State fan?
I am. My daughter graduated. Yeah.
Right.
And then Iowa. I was great. I love Iowa, but
Iowa State. I love Iowa State as long as they're not playing the Hawkeyes. I'm rooting for them.
Okay, well, you know.
Good for you. It's fine. Iowa State's awesome.
All of a sudden, Mo might not be a fan of the steak.
No, it's it. I mean, I love Iowa. My daughter. I have a daughter that had off subject, but I had a daughter that had diagnosed at 5 with a brain cancer, non-cancerous, but a brain tumor, and the University of Iowa Children's Hospital are pinnacle. They saved her life when she was 5. And so I got a nothing but mad love for University of Iowa. They are just top shelf. The local hospital in Des Moines, they couldn't do any more for my baby. And when I took her to the University of Iowa, they recommended it University of Iowa Children's Hospital or the Mayo Clinic up in Rochester, Minnesota. And I took her to the University of Iowa in Iowa City. And I learned more about her condition in 30 minutes talking with that doctor than the 4 years of them trying to manage my daughter's condition. And right then and there was mad nut respect and love. I love University of Iowa Children's Hospital. They saved my baby's life, and she's 18 years old, doing great. And because of that, you know, what I mean, and her condition that she had, a lot of kids don't do well. When she was 5 years old, man, the prognosis, man, it was scary, man. I mean, when I looked at the MRI and I seen that mass in her head, and I was like, oh my God. And they got right with it, man. So I have nothing but mad love for University of Children's Hospital. Now, my oldest daughter graduated from Iowa State with honors, so I love Iowa State when it comes to sports. And but as far as just near and dear to my heart, I love the University of Iowa Children's Hospital because they are it for me. There's no other hospital in the state in the country. And I'm sure there's great hospitals, but they saved my baby's life.
Hearing that. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, thanks, Mo.
That's not an easy thing to share or talk
No.
about or any of that,
Oh
man.
no,
That's
no. Yeah,
thanks for
Yeah.
sharing that with us.
yeah, she's doing great. She's doing great. Took all my 4 dinners before I came out here to dinner. Like one of my routines, I take them all out to dinner and we sit there and talk about the days and what they're doing. And my little baby, she's 18 now. She's sitting next to me, and you know, I feel I'm a blessed man, dude. I'm a blessed man. I'm able to do the things that I want to do in my life. I was able to walk away from the water plant, start my barbecue business in 2017, and it's the best thing I ever did, bro.
Well, you broke up a little bit there, Mo, at the end, but thank you very much for sharing that. That's a hell of a as a father of a daughter. I couldn't imagine. I mean,
Makes two of us.
I couldn't even
Yeah.
remotely imagine
Yeah.
that at all. So, but 18, doing great. Going to be going to college, and I'm sure she's a good cook too, right? Does she take after you?
She is a cook. Actually, all of my 4 daughters. Well, take that back. My 2 oldest daughters are great cooks too, but they do a lot of cool Korean dishes. They do a lot of fusion. But yeah, she is taking on the real helm of cooking stuff, and I'm proud of her. She's a baker, so she makes amazing baking cookies and pies and things of that nature. So I'm really proud. And then
Really,
she's going
baby.
to be, huh?
Food and family.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Yeah.
Right? You got food, you got family. Everything's good, man. The whole world can burn down around you.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
great.
we have a question here. First off, Richard, the spicy beef stick went fantastic with these steaks.
Yeah.
Like really good. Honestly, genuinely complimented it. It was
Agreed. Agreed.
I don't
Agreed.
smoke cigars while I eat,
I don't either.
but genuinely, I was having a good time with it.
I'm with you.
And so we also have another question here. And I'll actually I get an answer for both of you because I'm sure there's maybe a few different ways to do this. Where was it?
I'll tell you that 150-day dry aged steak with the
it's
cigar
amazing.
fucking slaps.
It's incredible.
I don't know if I can say that, but it slaps.
Oh yeah, no, you could absolutely fucking say whatever you want. Where is the question? Okay, so there was a question on here. I think it was from Chris, actually, Chris Culture. We'll start with you on this one, Justin.
Yeah.
How would somebody go about dry aging at home if they don't want a
Don't do
huge mess or big environment? They're not a pro at it. Like,
Yeah.
is this
So they
something a
make all
novice
these
can
dry
do?
aging coolers. They make all this stuff.
Yeah.
You're better
Yeah,
wet aging at home than dry aging.
Yeah, I have. I was given over the years. I've been given dry aging equipment. You know, something small for the home guy, but you have to really have your numbers dialed in for the humidity the temperature, it has to be super consistent, and you have to have, because it can go wrong real quick. Wet aging, I love because that's what I grew up with, and I just take the stuff that's in the steak. It's like that steak that was given to me by you guys. I aged it for another 21 days. I put it in right out from the cooler. I put it in the refrigerator, and I aged it for another 21 days. And I knew that when I opened it up, it was going to be money, and it was. It didn't have any foul smell. I don't know how many days you guys age those steaks before you fry back them. If you don't do it at all, but I added another 20 days. That just gives me a little cushion to know that I know that I'm going to be right. And all that does is just help the beef. It just helps the beef on the back end when you're cooking it. It's going to be more tender. It's going to be more flavor. It's going to be a lot more flavor. These steaks are super flavorful. This steak is super flavorful. It's because the quality of the steak from the jump, but then you let it age and you actually are breaking that steak down in a 34 degree refrigerator and letting it just slowly break down. And then you're catching it, and then you're either freezing it or you're using it right then and there after the 21 days. And you can go further than that, but I always do 21 days is like a safe thing for me. I know that I can probably push it even further, but 21 days, man, this steak is absolutely phenomenal. It's very rich. That's the word I want to use. It's rich, and rich in a good way, not rich in a wagyu way, but rich in a good prime way. And it's just super flavorful.
Go ahead.
Hey Mo, check this pitch. Everybody, check this picture out. So hold her back a little bit.
Oh, let me move this.
Hold on. We should have done some. So this is what this beef looks like. It is completely white and frosted and covered in mold, and that's where all these rich flavors that he's talking about. That's what it's coming from. I mean, the beef's the best beef in the world to start with, in my humble opinion. Midwest, Angus, prime, corn fed, grass raised, corn fed, Midwest beef. I mean, we got 7 feet of black topsoil that's rich and black and full of nutrients. I mean, the grass there, the clover there, and we grow the best.
That sounds like some fish steak.
In the world in Iowa, and like so, all our beef comes from Iowa and Nebraska. Like, and there's a reason I picked my beef from that area. I mean, the genetics
is banging.
are banging there. The feed is banging there.
All right.
I mean, it's been fun, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
on today.
dude. This when I first pitched this idea to you to do this, you were in on it, and I was like, well, I just got to make sure that we could get Mo to do it. And then Mo jumped in on it. And yeah, so it worked out great. So this is awesome. I'm having this is a great birthday treat for me too.
Happy birthday.
This is fantastic. So, all right, let's go ahead and do our first drawing winner. All right, so we're going to do 3 drawings here for the win. So let's see. First winner up. We've got, who is that? Woolly Worm. Woolly Worm. All right, let me write this down.
Mr. Worm, the winner.
Let me write this down here. This is for the RML bundle mug and hat. We'll do the spicy one here at the end. So Woolly Worm, if you're watching, reach out to me on Messenger, and we'll make sure we get this over to you. I'm doing I got my 200th episode next week. So I'm probably going to be shipping these out after my 200th episode, because I'm sure some people are going to win next week watching as well. And it's just going to be a money saving thing there too. So be patient, but we'll get these. All right, so let's go ahead. We've got another drawing up here. Collins Cookout. All right. Collins Cookout.
Winner chicken dinner.
Again, please reach out to me and let me know you won, and let me know your address, and then I'll ask a few other things from you too. Last winner, this is for the spicy beef stick with mug and hat. This is for the bundle of the pre-release. It does say pre-release on the bundle. Oh my gosh, I've got this fucker's address. Oh, fantastic. Awesome.
Who's the winner?
We've got cigars, cars broke. So we will send that out. Fantastic. All right. We will go ahead and move on here. We'll do the last drawing here for the ribeyes here at the end. So congratulations to everyone that won.
Yeah. Congrats.
Reach out to me, let me know your address and everything, and we'll go from there. So, all right. Now, I want to kind of get back to the home aging thing, and I want to ask the question because well, I want to ask the question because you did say there's all these devices, there's all these plugins, there's all of this.
$27,000 to get yourself a dry ager.
So to do it the right way, you really have to go for.
You need Flora, right?
Okay,
like,
so you can't get the little device
so
for
you're
your
gonna take
refrigerator.
tobacco from for this cigar and take one sheet of it and age it. One sheet of tobacco and age it.
Okay, so
or are you going to take thousands of
I've seen that
and put them together and age
I've seen the aging device that you could put in your fridge.
I'm just saying.
Now but is it worth a damn? Like I'm not gonna. I don't want to dry age.
I don't think talk bad about people, but we all smoke cigars, right? You guys take one tobacco leaf and age one tobacco leaf, or you take 1,000 tobacco leaves, and age 1,000 of them together. Are they going to taste the same?
No.
That's why I would not age a steak at home. I would wet age, but I would not dry age.
Okay.
And that's just my humble opinion. I mean,
I know nothing about aging.
I mean, I do age hundreds of thousands of pounds of meat a year. But would you take one tobacco leaf and age it by itself, or would you take 500,000 of them?
Yeah, whole polone and age it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
So,
right? In my humble opinion, if you're going to age something at home, wet age it. Go to Costco, go to your meat shop, buy something in vacuum seal, ask them what date it was harvested on, and age it 30 days your first time. And then do 50 days.
Yep.
And then do 80 days. And when you pull it out of that 80 day, it's going to smell a little funky. You're going to have to let it sit out and relax and air out. It's gonna. I call it farty, is what I like that. But like once you get past that smell, that beef in that bag is gonna be the best piece of wet aged beef you've ever eaten.
Okay, so then here's
as long as you have a cold refrigerator, like Mo said earlier.
Here's the reason why I wanted to ask this question again is because somebody asked, "Can you overage a piece of meat?"
Yes, you can. I made that mistake actually one time, and that was back in my early days of competition. So I don't really. When I get my Wagyu briskets, they're already aged for me. All I gotta do is throw them in the freezer. They come frozen, but they're all ready to go. But back in the day, before I had any sponsors, I used to buy prime briskets, like from your Costco, your Sam's, or some meat perforator, and I would age them. And then I would get like 30, 40 days on them, 45 days on them. And then I would take them out and I would freeze them. I would put a Sharpie pin on them and tell the date on them. And then once they got that date on them, I'd take them in the freezer. So then when I went to go do a cook-off, the brisket is already aged and ready to go. All I gotta do is slack it out and thaw it out and then go to my cook-off and cook it. And it was always better than if I just bought it from the store and then start cooking it.
Can I talk real quick? Yeah. So there's a reason I freeze my steaks. So while I was learning about this and I was going through the process, I froze some steaks and I pulled them out of the refrigerator. After I dry aged them, I froze them. And I was like, this seems more tender to me personally.
Oh.
So I invited a couple of chefs over. They may have won James Beard Awards. And I was like, hey guys, there's a fresh pile and a frozen pile. Which one's which? They all picked the frozen pile as the fresh pile. All right? So I sent 36 steaks off to the University of Wisconsin Meat Lab. And we tested them. And our beef is 10% more tender after freezing with no more purge after cooking than fresh. And so the freezing is part of my process. So when I heard Mo said he aged his briskets and froze them, And I was like, if you think about it, we're gonna do it real quick. Meats to sell, right? Shit.
Yeah, you're good right there.
Meats to sell. We're dry aging. We're dry aging. We're dry aging. We're dry aging. We're gonna freeze this thing. My hands are the cell wall. They're gonna break, right? And then we're gonna thaw, and that freezing breaks that structure in the meat, which makes it more tender, which probably makes most briskets baller as hell when he's done cooking them.
Wow. Okay. So,
So
we got a
little
bit of
meat
a
science from some fat redneck from Iowa over here.
We got some meat science right there. I've never even. I mean, that totally makes sense, though.
Yeah, I mean, I sell Michelin star restaurants frozen beef.
Wow.
Some of the best steakhouses in the country, frozen beef. And you know, like, it's a hard sell at first, and I'm like, eat it, eat it.
Wow.
Eat it. Tell me if you. I don't even tell them it's frozen. I just tell them to eat it. And they're like, well, I like it. Then I tell them it's frozen, and they're like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And like, you know, like people are just uneducated. I don't care what level you're on. I mean, it's so cool to see a barbecue dude that's just like, yeah, I wet age them and then I freeze them, and my briskets are the shit. I bet his briskets are baller.
Oh, I've seen his briskets on TV.
I mean,
I've never actually tasted
I haven't
it.
eaten one. I bet, but like the aging process is tenderizing and making it more tender, and then you freeze the cell wall and you make it even. I bet they're perfect and juicy and falling apart.
Yeah.
Juice is running all over the place. I bet they're.
Yeah.
I bet they fuck. I bet they fuck.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, I mean, I've seen Moe's brisket.
Yeah.
And it looks incredible.
I mean, I've had Aaron Franklin's. I've eaten some of the best barbecue in the world. I mean, I've cooked with Sam Jones a bunch of times. I've cooked with Wayne Mueller, Chris Lilly. I've cooked barbecue with all those guys, man. And, you know, it's the coolest. Barbecue is the coolest. I come from fine dining where everybody's uptight, prickish. The barbecue community is my soul is with them 100%, man. Everybody's got their own way of doing things, you know. They all do it a little different, but everybody's got mad respect for each other, and they're all kind and full of love. And it's like, how are you taught this is a family tradition, or this is how I do it? There's no like mine's better than yours.
Sure.
You know, like barbecue is a beautiful thing, man. It's a really beautiful thing.
It is. And Mo, we have a question here. Somebody, my close friend of mine, Cody, asked, you had brought up brisket, and Cody goes to, you know, some of the big box stores, Costco, Sam's, Walmart. What would you look for in a brisket if you're going to like a Costco?
Well, marbling is where it's at. So when I look at a brisket, I'll get a case brought out, and I would go through the whole bunker.
Oh, you tell them to bring the case out?
Marbling is going to give you your moisture and then give you your flavor. As long as you do your part is cooking it, so you want to start out with a great piece of meat. That's why I always cook the highest quality that I can. I always cook, even if I'm cooking for family and friends, I'm cooking prime. Nothing wrong with choice, I guess, but the more marbling you got, the more moisture you got, the more flavor you got, because fat is flavor. So I look for a lot of striations in marbling when I look at a brisket or any piece of beef, period.
So there you go, Cody. If you're looking, just look for the marbling side of it, and if you need help on trimming a brisket, because if you've never trimmed a brisket, it can feel a little daunting your first time. That's why you got to get that amazing knife that Mo has right there. I'm sure that thing can trim a brisket pretty quick. What is that, like a samurai sword almost? That thing is gnarly.
My knife when I had it years ago, prototype.
That is
my buddy Bob
awesome.
Gave him a few. Yeah, no, it's a great slicing knife.
All right.
I'm looking at my battery power guys, and my battery is like getting ready to tap out.
No worries, Mo. If you need to bounce, brother, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
This was, as always, this was an honor to have you on.
Likewise.
And I think we're going to have to do a third annual Red Meat Lovers.
We're going to have to get Mo out here. We got to get you to
we got to get Mo. Yes,
yeah,
we got to
get
Mo.
We can come to Iowa, too.
Denver, man.
Iowa, too. We'll come see you, too. I love Iowa.
Yeah.
I got a pig farmer I got to hook you
Hold
up
on.
with.
My buddy.
Hey guys,
Bobby.
I want to thank you so much for scheduling this while Mo was at my house, so I got to eat this amazing steak. Thank you.
Well, Mo thanks you. We thank you too, because Mo and I can't do what these guys do with all this jazz. I'll tell you that.
Well, I appreciate you, brother. I'm looking forward to our 3rd annual next year. And until we see you again, smoke as much as you want, smoke as much as you can, and have a great rest of your week, brother. Thank you very much.
All right,
Take care,
brother.
Mo.
Later, my man.
We'll see
Nice
you,
to
brother.
meet you.
See ya.
Thanks.
All right. All right, let's see here. Mo's going to jump off here, and we're going to bring this in. Wow, that was fun. So now we don't have to mute. So I gotta get the headsets and everything figured out, guys. That was a lot of fun. So I mean, as you being a meat guy yourself, what is that like for you to have somebody like Mo, who's world renowned, known, turn around and I know you've heard.
I mean,
it
we
before.
do it. I mean, I do it all the time. We serve our beef to some of the best chefs in America. It's very humbling. I mean, as somebody that's won as a chef's won a lot of awards and recognition. Like none of that really. You know what really matters is the people. The people.
Okay.
Like when I get these reviews on our website, so you can buy all this meat online at brunsonmeats.com. You can go to our website. We'll ship you one of these steaks to your house, and I get we get a lot of reviews. We get good ones, we get bad ones. My partner takes care of all that, and I'm like, I don't want to hear any of the bad ones anymore because they don't matter. They really don't.
Yeah,
because I know
sure.
the quality of the product.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's a lot of just weird people out there who want free shit or this or that. Like when I owned my restaurants, and I was like, I quit reading the bad reviews. And I was like, just bring me the good ones. The bad ones don't matter.
Sure.
The good ones that matter is the positivity, because nobody good wants to bring anybody down with a bad review if they usually want something, right? So anyway, these reviews we get, like, oh, my son and I, we love beef. We order from all the beef people. We saw your ad pop up on Meta or whatever, and holy shit, this was one of the best steaks I've ever had. And I was like, we get, we sell, I don't know, we're small. We're a small company. We sell, 100 packages a week out. And I mean, the amount of people with the quality, positivity, and the this and that oh my god, it showed up frozen in the little pocket. The bag was popped. We hear that stuff, but the positivity is beautiful. And like I was at the NRA, the National Restaurants Association store, the biggest food show in America. I was serving my frozen steaks out of a goddamn air fryer. And I had a 50-person line.
That's what you were doing at RML.
Yeah, I know, that's what I do. That's my jam.
At Cigar Fest.
I saw Chef Matty Matheson cook a steak in an air fryer, and I was like, I gotta try this. And I go to food shows, and I put these steaks in air fryers. And anybody at home can buy one of these $80 steaks and cook it in their air fryer. And if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back on it. You cook it at air fry at as hot as it goes for 9 minutes and rest it for 9 minutes and slice it. It's cooked perfect medium rare.
Oh, real quick, did we turn off my grill?
I did.
Okay, cool. You did. We didn't. You did.
I did.
Okay, because I was just like, oh my god, is that thing still on?
No, your house is. Your house is on fire over
Yeah,
there.
right. Bad place to be on fire in Colorado.
No.
This is absolutely amazing. And what I'm loving about it is each one of the steaks that you put on my plate
tastes different, right? But the same.
Not just different, completely different.
Yeah, but the same too. Sweet, nutty, popcorny.
The same in all the right ways, but they're that 140 day one. What was it?
150. Those steaks are. That is a connoisseur.
That was.
It's epic.
Aggressively beefy and amazing.
Yeah,
in all the right ways. When I say,
I really thought it was the best pairing for the cigar.
Yes,
as a cigar smoker.
Yes.
I thought it
was because it was a hardcore beef.
Like to me, it's not a.
No, I'm the same way.
Food and wine go together. A cigar is something I personally do after a meal, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's me. I mean, that's a, but like those two together actually was like, wait, maybe cigar and food go together at the same time for the first time in my life.
Yeah, well, I think because I felt the same.
I did a dinner with Metallica this year. Cigar dinner with Metallica at the Brown Palace here.
Okay, you're smoking the blackened.
Yeah, the blackened. Yeah. So they were serving our beef at it. They brought our beef in for it. We did this cool dinner with Micallef.
So you got to meet James Hetfield.
Yeah, it was cool. I was sitting.
How was Lars? Hey man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, I had the governor to my left, the head of the FBI to my left, and the governor to my right. I was like, then James, I was like, well, this is not where I should be. I got the head of the FBI to the left of me. I'm like, holy shit, he probably knows exactly what I've done in my life. But yeah, man, it's just, it's cool about food and cigars and wine and cheese, and it just brings people together, man. Like, I mean, where else? My favorite thing about cigars, one of my favorite things is where do men sit around for an hour and a half and just talk? And it brings
actually talk.
Like actually talk.
Not go,
and then,
yeah, I'm good.
And also just like bring in I don't know, I don't care what race you are or religion you are or any of that. Like occupation. I mean, one of my favorite cigar bars in Denver, I go to La Palma all the time. Okay. And I'm sitting there smoking with the Archbishop, and I'm pretty sure Kenzo's a member of the Mafia, and we're all just hanging out.
But see, like that, there's something we talk on this show often about. One of the great things about cigars is it's literally the ultimate equalizer. Mm. Because you'll go and you'll be in a lounge and you'll have janitor, teacher, fast food worker, lawyer, doctor, tech guy, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna. I won't name any names or anything, but one of my buddy owns a lounge here in North Denver, and one of literally the first time I'm in there, it's a very upscale area, and he looks at me, he's like, do you know how much money's in the back over there? And he starts going through, he goes, that's an old executive of Domino's. He goes, that guy just sold his .com for over $1 billion. And nobody's stuck up snobbish.
And that guy's a janitor hanging out.
That's what I mean. And everyone's smoking. Yeah. And it's one of the few places, in my opinion, in life,
I agree,
where you can have a lawyer, a doctor, a janitor, fast food worker, any position, occupation, literally all smoking the exact same cigar. Yeah. But you don't very often go to a bar and see someone drinking the exact same liquor as somebody else because they're going super $50, $60 a pour, but everybody could afford that $10 or $15 cigar. And that's why it's I'm a firm, and I had Michael Knowles on here a couple weeks ago, and he even said it. The world's problems could be solved with a good glass of bourbon and a really nice cigar.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't even want this to end. Can we start the show over? Can we do this over? Like, dude, you've wrecked me. I've never even had steak like this. And
we both just ate over a pound of meat.
I know,
maybe 2 pounds
of meat. And it's incredible. And you know what? I would eat a whole nother plate of this.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
I mean, this was so much fun. And, oh my gosh, so good. So, now that we're just here with just you and I, how the fuck do you get into this? Like, tell us your backstory.
Man. So,
you are a classically trained chef.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was. I grew up in Iowa. Really loved hunting and fishing and all that stuff, and gardening and foraging. Became a chef and opened up some amazing restaurants here in Denver, Colorado. And but I always meat was always my thing. Like I had a deli and we made all the deli meats, and then I opened up Old Major and we made all the salami. We were bringing in all these whole animals and working with farmers and doing the right thing. Then I opened up a Slumeria.
What's a Slumeria?
It was River Bear American Meats, and then I sold that because I didn't like the partnership that I had there with some billionaires that didn't really care about farmers or doing the right thing, and I was like, I'm out, guys. Just take my portion. They never paid me for it, of course. That's what billionaires do. And then I couldn't work for a year, and I was thinking about doing the molded aged meat and my bacon, of course. And then I launched the company 4 years ago now, and it's just been so cool to watch chefs' faces when they eat it. Watch consumers' faces when they eat it. People are like, "What are you talking?" When you take somebody in the room and everything's covered in this mold, they're like, "What the hell's going on here?" And then you explain that it's in between cheese making and dry aged beef, and you take them together and you put them together. It's cool to be one of the only people in the world doing the mold aged beef. Like I got some dudes in Italy I talked to, Denmark, Japan, and we're one of the. There's one other company in America that does it, but they do it on Holstein cattle, male Holstein cattle. I mean, we only use prime Angus.
I'm about to lick my plate.
I mean, we're doing something special.
No, you're doing something really special.
The Lord's work.
I got to get up there.
Yeah, come and see us,
and see that. I mean, that just
bring
seems
your
like it would be
fancy
so much
cameras.
fun. Right?
We'll bring your fancy cameras.
We'll bring the fancy camera.
Yeah.
No, I mean this is absolutely like remarkable. And when I had your steak last year, I remember coming up to you going, I need like 5 samples because I need to share these with people. And you're like, okay, sure. And I came back was like, can I get some more? I
call it Franklin.
Like, dude,
when we go to an event, we run out. I call it Franklin after my friend, this guy, not a friend, somebody I know named Aaron Franklin from Franklin Barbecue, because that motherfucker runs out of barbecue every day. So when I'm at an event and you run out early, you're like, I'm Franklin. And that's when you have the best bite. So,
well, I mean, when I first ran into you, like I was like, steak? Why is there steak here?
Why would there not be? There's whiskey.
No, I know, but I just never, because it was
whiskey.
Like, but it's
cigars.
also it's outdoor. It's I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna go cold.
It eats
but
great.
Dude, it
cold.
was incredible cold.
Yeah, but we just ate this whole plate. Cold.
Unlike regular non-aged steak like this, what I learned tonight in eating this, because I'll be upfront with you, I have not eaten a lot of dry aged steak.
Yeah,
a lot
of people haven't.
But what I noticed here today is when it gets cold,
it's still great.
It did not get firm. It stayed.
Oh, it's so
soft.
tender. Yeah, it's tender
and juicy.
Yeah.
Like if I would have let a Walmart ribeye, it would have been firm. Oh. It wouldn't have been. So this was amazing.
You're right, like this little cube of meat.
Yeah, and it's still super soft.
Yeah.
You know,
and juicy.
Yeah,
still.
Absolutely. So how much poundage a year are you selling?
I mean, I don't know. Our room holds like 40,000 pounds. We fill it up every month, and we're just growing.
You go through 40K pounds a month.
I mean, we don't. I mean, we sell frozen products, so I mean, we sell a lot of product. I mean, we find ourselves dealing with the best chefs, with the best restaurants that really want the best product. They want something different, and this beef tastes unlike any other beef in America.
I have to hand it to you, man. I'm literally not even kidding. Whoever wins this package is gonna be fucking ruined. I'm telling you. I have a freezer full of steak, guys, and I'm not buying cheap stuff. I'm buying what I can afford, but it's all prime. I don't even want it.
I mean, age.
I'm gonna dry age it myself for 45 days.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Take it.
Because the mold I get though is good though, right? It's like bread mold, isn't it?
Not good.
So we have a funny story here. Bruce, really good fan of the show, good friend of the show, good friend of mine as well.
You have friends?
I do. I have a couple.
God, what do you pay them?
A lot. So it says, I heard a story about 5 guys smoking together in a cigar shop. A criminal, the cop that arrested him, the lawyer that defended him, and the judge that the lawyer, as well as the lawyer that prosecuted him, and the judge that heard the case.
And I'm the criminal.
Now, if that's true, that is an incredible story.
That is the cigar.
That is an incredible story.
Yeah.
No, they do. They absolutely. So we have a question here. How much meat is not meat? Obviously, you're not losing meat in the drying process, but what you're losing is the water.
No, you lose meat. You lose.
How do you lose meat though? Don't you lose the water and the liquid?
No, so like the edge portion. When it gets
that's
dry,
right. You gotta chop it off.
You gotta chop that off. We have the
cleanup.
mold. So like on a New York strip, my yield is about 45%.
So on 100, we'll say on a
10
50
pounds, you finish with 4.5 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. That's hence the
How
price.
much of that is the dry chop off?
There's 30% of it that's going to be moisture loss, and about 30% that's going to be funk.
Wow.
And I also don't sell vein
That's-
steaks.
That's what's that?
So at the end of a New York strip, there's a vein that comes in that's sirloin, and I don't sell those.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so if you're at the grocery
I
store,
didn't even know that was a thing.
most people don't. I sell to such a high level of chef that they're like, I'm not buying a vein steak. There's a vein steak in every porterhouse in the world. But you can't.
What makes a vein steak? Is it the vein?
It's called the vein. It's where the sirloin comes down into the other part of the sirloin. It's about that much, 6 to 8 inches of every strip loin. I take all those, cut them off, and I grind them into my hamburger.
Here we go. I don't mean to interrupt, but look, Tony, good friend of the show as well. I'm on your website. I just put the burgers and sugar-free uncured bacon in the cart. I will tell you that sugar-free uncured bacon is fucking amazing. They sell it out here at,
you can buy it at King
King
Soopers,
Soopers.
City
So
Market.
now that's Kroger. So are you
Kroger.
everywhere in Kroger?
We're just in Colorado
Okay.
and Kroger right now, but you can
that was
buy.
amazing.
Oh, Tony! Oh, fuck yeah! Thanks,
It was
man.
amazing. It was amazing.
A lot of people eating that paleo diet these days. That's why I did that sugar-free bacon. Was for.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't look at me. I like sugar. I have tits. I don't give a fuck. Everybody kiss my ass. I'm 50 years old. I don't really care these days. I went through a divorce and got remarried and have a 2-year-old. I'm happier than pig and shit.
I'm going through divorce right now.
Yeah, it's
and
fine.
this is the second time I've ever even mentioned it on the show. So
Yeah, it's fine. You know what? You're gonna find yourself in a way. You already went through the darkness. You're in the healing phase. You're gonna find yourself on top of the mountain soon enough, brother.
Oh yeah, no, I tell you right now,
Positivity and surround yourself with good people and good food. And,
this helped.
yeah,
This when
good
I
food, good people, good smokes, good
Oh, yeah.
conversations.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's all what makes us better as human beings. right?
absolutely no, I agree.
And divorce is what it is, man. And I'm sure your ex-wife's a lovely person. Man.
I would never speak
my
any ill
my
will
ex-wife's
for
a
her.
lovely person too.
Would never speak
I'm not
ill
for
of her.
everybody. I almost bought one of those hats that says it. I'm not for everybody. And after 17 years, she's like, "You're not for me. Get the hell out of here." I was like, okay.
You know, though,
Here's your
but,
half. Have
but
fun.
you're 100% right. Like good food, good steaks, good
Yeah.
meat, good cigars, good bourbon,
good
liquor,
fly
good
fishing,
any of it.
a good sunset, a good cup of
Yeah,
coffee.
like it really, you know what it is
Like,
I think oftentimes in this world, now one of the things I'm actually jealous of you about is the fact that you aren't super techie, right? Because you can
Yeah.
turn yourself off
Oh.
of it. And I think so often you would have been at a restaurant and you would have been eating a steak of this quality and you would have had people on their phones not talking or enjoying themselves, but just eating
Yeah.
the steak. And you're
Yeah.
sitting there at a table with 4 people and they're texting each other instead of talking. You know, so
not my world.
I
Not
think
my world at all.
yeah, right. I think
My wife calls my laptop the sticker holder, and my poor business partner, he's like one of the most brilliant human beings I've ever met in my life, and he's so good at all the tech stuff, and it's like he has to deal with me, and I'm not. I'm a freaking caveman. I'm like if I can't do it on my phone, I'm not gonna do it. I don't really. Like, I like to work with my hands. I like to develop beautiful things like these mold strains and make that happen and go sell it. But, like, I'm not going to, like, I don't even know how Excel works. I'm 47 years old. I can't work Excel.
no, yeah, you know. So we have a question here for you. Yes, Bruce, I know good bacon, of course. I actually gave him some of my bacon that I had left in the freezer.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what he thinks of it.
Yeah.
And you know, maybe we bring it back. I don't know. Maybe done in the future. Who knows? But Chris wanted me to ask you: do you know Nick Gibson? That's who I get a lot of my Chris. If you're
Nick
who
Gibson.
is Nick Gibson? Is he a farmer? Is he a meat seller? Obviously, he's a meat seller, but is it a website? I'm definitely, but he said he's definitely going to be giving you guys a shot for the grill. I will tell you, you're never gonna go back to the store. I don't even want what's in my freezer.
Oh man. I mean, steaks are like sex. I mean, they're all good. Some is just better than others.
Yes. Right? No complaints, but
These are like the crazy girl. Like
the high end.
The high end crazy girls, yeah. Sorry to say that, but I mean, we're dudes.
No, that's
I mean,
fine.
steaks are like sex, man. But they're all good, man. I go all the time, man. I love taquerias, and I love it when they give me that little ass skinny shitty slice of ribeye, and they sear it super hard and put it on the plate with my rice and my beans and my 2 or 3 fried jalapenos, some flour tortillas, and I'm smashing it, man. I don't trust me. I'm not a snob. I don't only eat my meat, and I eat unaged meat. I eat low end meat. I really love ethnic food a lot. I know I'm not going to my dim sum house and getting prime beef, right? I know I'm not going to the Mexican restaurant, the place that I love.
$20 for a steak.
Yeah, well, I'm getting a $26 steak or 20. We're in Denver. It's expensive as shit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm getting a couple slices of ribeye, and they're searing the shit out of them. And they're well done, and I love it still because it's like every experience is different, man. It's just like every time you run into a new person, you become friends. It's a new experience. I think meals are like that.
Well, so much of steak too is how it's cooked.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've eaten
100%
well.
how it's cooked.
You can cook this thing well done, and I've eaten this well done before, and it's.
Oh my God, I don't even want to hear that.
I have, and it's.
I'm gonna be Hank Hill. I'm gonna be Hank Hill right now and go. One of my favorite shows is King of the Hill. So I got my daughter obsessed with King of the Hill too. 5-year-old. She loves it.
Great.
Because I could watch it. All the jokes are way over her head. She doesn't get any of them. But one of my favorite lines there is when Bobby and Hank are around cooking steaks. And he goes, perfect medium rare. And he's like, Bobby's like, what do you do if somebody asks you if you have it well done? He goes, we kindly, politely, and firmly ask them to leave. But no, I mean,
I don't know, man. I used to own a baller restaurant.
So tell us this.
Called Old Major.
As a chef yourself, what are some of your favorite sides that go with your meat well?
I mean, fucking mashed potatoes.
Are you a gravy guy? Are you a butter guy?
No, I want
smooth or chunky.
I want palm puree.
Palm puree.
So yeah, you take a golden potato, not a russet, but a golden potato, and bake the living shit out of it in the oven. And then you take that, you put it through a ricer, the old school ricer my grandma had. And then you take that and you take a plastic spatula and you shove it through a tammy, which is a screen.
Wow.
And then you mount equal parts butter, cold butter, and hot potatoes together and whip them together with salt and white pepper. Palm puree. It's a classic French preparation. The best mashed potato.
That sounds incredible.
So palm puree, classic cream spinach. Like just buy frozen spinach, shallot, garlic, white wine, reduce, heavy cream, reduce, mount that in there, and then I finish mine off with a little absinthe. So I like that anise flavor.
Yeah.
Those two. I also love like a beautiful just arugula salad with tons of good olive oil.
Here I was just
lemon juice and then Parmesan cheese on the microplane.
Oh my gosh!
Like that. So
dude, I'm coming over for dinner.
So simple.
I want that.
I'm from Iowa too, so I mean, give me some goddamn cream corn.
Oh my god!
They have this. So everybody, cream corn. They make this little thing. My friend Amos Watts, the great Colonel Amos Watts, taught me this. So they have this. It's called a corn creamer. Everybody go on Amazon, check it out. It's a piece of wood with a blade on it.
Yep.
And you ram the corn down it.
Yep.
And
very southern.
Yeah, southern or Iowan or Midwest.
Yeah, I don't.
What they call southern food, we just call food in the Midwest.
My granny had one.
Yeah.
From Florida.
So you just take this mash that comes off of that and mount like a bunch of good butter in it and heat it up and reduce it down together. The best cream spinach. Like there's no cream in cream spinach. It's the cream from the starch from the corn and the butter. So that, thank you, Amos Watts, R.I.P., one of my best friends in the world that passed away a few years ago. That taught me that jam. I also love farm fresh, just good tomatoes. Tons of good salt on them.
So
I got a lot of
so
shit.
when I asked the question,
Look at me, I have food problems.
when I asked the question, I genuinely expect him to go like, "Oh, baby potatoes with some rosemary garlic." He's over here talking about palm pure. Oh my god! Like now I want this. Like, do you make it? You sell this now?
No, but you can make it. Go just anybody can fucking make it, man.
We do have another question here for you. Do you have? I think I know the answer to this, but do you happen to sell unaged steaks?
So, we are just starting on our website next week our first unaged steaks, and we're gonna do some tomahawks. But I'm kind of in this thing in my like I started just as dry aged, and to tell you the truth, my wife does not like dry aged meat, and I love her very, very much. I do, and I get it. Dry aged meat's not for fucking everybody, right? So why am I not allowing people to eat the quality of beef that I can get that nobody else can get, unaged, on our website? So you got the choice
too. So you're also talking.
So we're gonna be.
You're also opening up a new line of business too, because you're opening up. Now that's what you call a get them through the door, right? Because now that's maybe
they're
going to be
like
half
as much.
That's what I mean. Now, I love these steaks.
$20. They'll probably be like $20 less a pound than the dry age. And you're going to get the best fucking beef in America.
And where I'm glad you're doing that is I think that's really smart because you're offering essentially like a door prize. Like buy a regular steak, that's going to drive business for the dry age. I can't wait for
people to eat the unaged and the aged next. That's what gets me up. Same steak, same producer.
I gotta do that.
Aged, unaged, eat them next to each other. I mean, to me, that's what gets. But my wife doesn't like dry aged beef, and I want everybody to come to our website and get the quality of beef that we had that you can't get from fucking.
Well, you do it everywhere.
Costco sucks.
Well, it's all. What is it?
I'm not even gonna lie. Costco sucks.
STG. No, not STG.
What?
What's the main producer for Costco? It's all
National or Cargill or JBS.
JBS.
Yeah, the Big Four.
Yeah. It's
the Big
most
Four?
Of it's all JBS.
Fuck the Big Four. I'll tell you that right now. Like we don't buy beef from the Big Four. Like we don't do it.
So stupid question maybe, but I genuinely don't know. Can you dry age pork?
I mean, we just ate dry aged pork.
But like, can you do 150 days on pork, or is pork?
You can't buy grocery store pork and dry age it. So I had these pigs slaughtered on Tuesday. They're to me on Thursday, and we were dry. You have to. It's got to be very fresh off slaughter.
Okay.
Like if you try to take a pork chop from the grocery store and dry age it, it's gonna rot.
Okay.
So there's just too much bacteria on it.
Is it a different process or is it the same?
No, it's the exact same process.
It is. Okay.
But it has to do with the time from slaughter to you put it on that dry age shelf. I mean, so just so you know, like when we're talking about wet aging.
By the way, that pork ate like beef.
That
pork ate like beef.
I mean the red wattle pig dry age. You can't. It's the finest.
And I noticed you actually cooked it on the medium rare side.
Medium rare side, yeah.
Now some people would go, "Oh, pork's pink."
There's no trichinosis.
No, like that. Oh. What a birthday dinner! I tell you what, man, this was so much fun, man. Justin.
Thanks for having me,
dude. This was a lot of fun. Everybody, go ahead and type in. We're doing the 2-box giveaways with 2 hats. Each box will come with a hat, and it is the ribeye, which is the 6x52 Prensado. It is a 10-count box, so go ahead and type in Brunson Meats. If you need help, look at his hat. Brunson Meats. Or Brunson, hold on, 1 sec before you type it in. Let me confirm if I added an S or not. I don't know. Hold on. 2 shakes. I don't want to screw this up. Yes, I did. Brunson Meats with an S. Brunson Meats.
Plural, baby.
So type in Brunson Meats, and what are they going to be getting again?
So I'm going to make you this dope little box of a 24-ounce 35-day.
Oh, Brunson Space Meats. Brunson Space Meats.
Your space meats.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put it in like a 24-ounce Kansas City strip, aged 35 days, a 45-day ribeye, a baller pack of our dry aged burgers, and a couple packs of our delicious bacon. You'll be very, very, very happy.
and
You'll be
get
very
it,
happy.
and make sure to send some stuff. They could go right to the website because the second they eat it, they're gonna
dude,
get it.
everybody here right now should go to our Instagram page. We're at
Yes,
Brunson Meats. Go to brunsonmeats.com.
Follow it.
Follow us. See what we're doing.
You're gonna see he posts.
We're on LinkedIn.
He posts
It's
pictures
meat porn.
from
It's meat porn.
And one of the cool things about it too is he actually gives you the behind the scenes photos like we showed you earlier, where he'll actually post full fucking racks.
Yeah,
of
I mean
furry
it's
meat.
super
fantastic.
cool. You can almost smell it through your phone. Yeah, man, come follow us. I mean, we're just doing something cool that nobody else is doing in the world. So, like, I don't know. It's pretty cool to be an innovator in the meat business because there hasn't been anything done since Wagyu and has brought to the market. So,
And I think people are also misconceived. I think there's been so much marketing behind Wagyu that it's
bullshit.
over marketed because
it's bullshit. Well,
one
it's
of the
all
things-
it's ungraded. It's self-graded.
well the other side of it
Self-graded.
too is
Like
nutritionally
Uh,
it's not as
it's
good
fat.
for you.
No, well, I mean,
it's as
it's
far
fat.
as like you get more minerals, you get more nutrients out of something like this than you do a fat steak.
100%.
That's what I'm getting at. So like you're eating that more. It's more like steak desserts. Like it's not
cool. I
something.
love Wagyu. I like a bite or two.
I'll be honest. I haven't had a ton of it in my
Yeah.
world. I've never had A5. I've never had
I've
Kobe.
aged all of those things, and I've eaten hundreds of pounds of probably each of those too, because I'm a meat guy. Like this is my world. Like I live and breathe this shit.
So
But like, there's nothing better than Midwest, grass-fed, grain-finished, black and red Angus. There's nothing better than that.
So tell everybody why grade finish, because you hear, oh, grade just adds
Grass-fed-
fat versus grass fed.
So grass-fed's great, man. Like while they're growing up,
And
they're
then
eating
explain what
grass.
grain finished means too.
Yeah, no, like so. Like, I mean, we can talk about how the whole cattle market works if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead. Give everyone just a quick breakdown.
All
That's
right.
that's great.
So you have there's a few. By the time you buy a piece of beef, it's been sold like 6 times. All right. So you have the cow calf operators, and they're AIing, artificially inseminating the cows, right? So then they come through a chute, and you stick your hand up their ass and grab the AI tube in their vagina, and you shoot the semen in them. I hope this isn't too much.
No.
Like this is real world, everybody.
Birds and the bees here.
It's in a squeeze. The animal's in a squeeze. And you squeeze it, do that, and then that cow runs off, and then that cow is pregnant, right? And because it's a lot safer to do that than having a 2,000-pound
Break
bull
the hips or something.
running around the field trying to fuck every one of them.
Yeah.
And
You
hurting them.
end up hurting them. Yeah.
Hurting them. They will.
No, for
it's
sure.
not
They drive them into the ground.
yeah,
I'm not trying to be gross about it, but they do.
It's not safe.
They'll break
And
their
the reason
hips.
they do that is for the animal safety, right? And there's veterinarians that are doing that. So that cow runs off, and now she's pregnant, right? So she's going to go through her gestation period, and she's going to have her calf most like. Well, I mean, this time of the year, it's year round, right? We're talking Black Angus. And then they're going to run off. They're going to have their calf, and it's going to grow up on this beautiful, lush green field, and they're going to eat grass the whole time. And then at some point, they're going to be separated from their mothers, which is kind of a tedious process in itself, because they want to stay together. So the really nice farms will put the moms in one field. There'll be a fence in between. The calves will be next to them. They'll slowly wean them away from their mothers. And then that cow, it's going to go from there. It's going to get sold when it gets away from its mom. It's going to go in a grass feed yard. It's going to eat a bunch more grass with a bunch of kids that's the same age, or calves that's the same age. And then it's going to be sold to the feedlot once it gets about 600 pounds. And that's where
Which is you about what, 8-9 months or less?
yeah, 8-9 months, and then it's going to spend the next 8-9 months on a feedlot. Feedlots are not these horrible fucking places that PETA makes them look like.
No, PETA stands for people eating tasty animals in this
they
fucking
could eat
place.
a fat dick. Like, I mean, I've been to these big feedlots, and I mean, you got 50 cows and 50 steers, cows in a pen. There's a big mound in the middle of the pen. There's food. They have ear tags in them, so they know how often they go to eat. They know how often they go to the water. They go across the scale a couple times a day. Like, it's very scientific. Yeah, they're not frolicking around at green fields, but it's like, imagine it's like going from your couch to your refrigerator and going back to the couch.
Okay.
So that's how they live the last part of their life, right?
Okay.
And then those animals go to they get sold to like a processor, right?
Okay.
And then that processor buys that lot, and then they harvest them, right? And that's how we get our beef in America. That's just how it's done on the commercial commodity scale. There are farms that take and do the whole thing, right? But the beef you eat at the grocery store isn't even, most of that is not even done like that. To be totally fucking honest with you guys, like, a lot of that beef at the grocery store is dairy beef, like ground
jerseys and stuff.
Well, what do you think?
Those aren't good to eat.
No, they're not. I'm not gonna kick.
No,
the
I will say it's not the same at all. It doesn't eat
it's
the
not
same.
a fed beef program.
That's what I mean. It's what they do at the end of their life cycle.
Yeah, and then like they get slaughtered. They go through. There's someone with the camera. It's camera graded. Prime, choice, select, standard, cutter, canner. Like, that's just how it works. All right. beef. I mean, this is not a beautiful or sexy thing to talk about. I mean, there's a lot of death, but it's like, I mean, it's what we do.
Well, you also got to eat it, and
it's just is what it is.
So real quick, Collins Cookout. I'm still working on that. It takes a lot of money for the storage for the shows to go up on any of your podcasting sites. You got to pay for the storage. So if I did do it, it probably wouldn't be for my full catalog, but my full catalog is on YouTube, as well as Rumble. And then Bruce, to answer your question, I would love to put him in contact with Evan Darnell of Red Meat Lovers. So this cigar, I don't know if Steve told you, this cigar is actually a club. So this guy, Evan Darnell, created Red Meat Lovers Club as a kick in the teeth to all the vegans at his college when he was in college.
At Vermont?
No, I think it was. He went to college in Florida, but there was a lot of vegan. There was a lot of vegan groups or something like that, I think. And so they had like vegan groups. So he created Red Meat Lovers Club as kind of a tongue in cheek to that. Yeah. Well, it's now a philanthropist group and soft networking group. But I would love to put you in contact with him.
We are wide open to talk about.
I'll tell you right now, though, that ticket for the RML dinner would probably be about twice what Evan charges right now, and it would probably.
I don't think people care.
It'd probably be I say it like this because it would be the first RML dinner that I not that I would go to, but that I will go to. 100%, and I would pay twice. The tickets are normally about $170.
Yeah, we're gonna go up.
So I'll definitely put you in contact with Evan. I think that would be fun just for you to even just make that connection and get him some steaks and stuff. Because he works with world-renowned cooks and top-end chefs in Florida and all that for all of his dinners. And a lot of it is charity money. So he does it to raise money for charity. So
we raise a lot of money for charity as well.
Yeah, so I'll make that connection with you and Evan for sure. So this was fantastic. So here in closing, yes, absolutely worth triple. This will be a staple in my freezer for probably about once a month. I plan on eating these. These are great.
Buy yourself a 4-pack.
That's what I mean. Yeah, 100%. Now, do you have subscriptions?
We're working on our subscriptions right now as we talk. go to our website. Everybody's first time, they get 10% off. This beef is very expensive to produce. I mean, we're losing 50% of it just in the manufacturing
That's
process.
just crazy to me.
But in the flavor, I mean, would you not say that is 50% more flavorful than any other steak you've ever had in your life?
That's 200% more flavorful. You didn't lose anything on the flavor.
No, the flavor is
that's what I
I'm
mean.
driving, and to get to where I want to have that flavor, I have to lose that much.
Yeah. And it's very similar to bourbon.
Scab,
A bourbon barrel, you guys can't see it. So I got a new bourbon corner over here. I'll show it out, but we're redoing the studio here a little bit. So here's my new bourbon corner. And I'm going to paint the whole thing black. So this will be all in there too. But this bourbon barrel, you lose about 50% out of the bourbon barrel when you. So I mean, it's very similar, like in that understanding and that process.
Think about cheese. Think about butter. Think about vinegar. Think about. I mean, all those things. All those things you lose half.
Yeah, I mean, but again, though, you're not losing anything.
No, you're gaining.
You're gaining, like, but that is why.
Like,
it's expensive.
I love a cheese curd.
Oh yeah,
I love a cheese. I'd much rather have an old aged English cheddar.
I agree with you.
Like, I love mozzarella. Parmesan. Mozzarella's great. It's fun, but Parmesan's like booyah in your face. Like that's like. I mean, I'm just thinking about this. Like, you have coffee and you have espresso. Like, I mean, these are all things that are very similar. You have great. The first one I've always started off with, like, what I would say to people, they're, oh, dry aged beef is gross, and I was like, you know what? Grape juice is nice, but I prefer wine. It's like the easiest fuck you ever.
Yeah, right.
It's just like, yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, like what we were doing, we're like concentrating flavors and making it more tender, and then bringing all these beautiful flavors from our molding process. It's just totally different, and it's not for, and also it's not for everybody.
No,
just like I'm not for everybody. Like I'm a bit different.
Well, hey, I can be too much for a lot of people too. So, but here at ending, I wanted to kind of go through the lightning round questions I ask for everyone. If you don't know the answers, that's totally fine. What is your favorite rapper? Now you can give me musician and cigar rapper, but I'm mainly looking for cigar rapper. But you could do both.
Maduro.
Okay, so you're a Maduro guy. Okay, 100%. And then what is your favorite?
Also, Eric Wright, easy from NWA.
Okay. Who doesn't like NWA, right? What is your favorite way to cut your cigar?
I like a straight cut because I like a big huff off of it, man. I'm a big dude. I like taking huge room.
Yeah.
Filling.
Well, that's what I said when I came out and saw you. I didn't notice you put the steaks on.
Yeah, the steaks
you just blew your smoke out. I just came out of my shed or my office here, and the second I opened the door, I saw him blowing out. It was just billowing smoke. I even asked him. I was like, "Did you put the steaks on?" I thought it was from him. So, what is your favorite pairing?
I think a fucking big stinky cigar with that 150 days.
Right?
I don't know if I've ever. I mean, I drink a lot of bourbon. I like red wine. I like mezcal, like citrusy, not that smoky mezcal, but the real citrusy one.
Oh yeah.
I think for food, it's definitely gonna. I've never really liked food and cigars together before tonight, and that 150 day with a really nice cigar was great. I love a really nice bourbon. And I like a citrusy mezcal, like a big Bordeaux or something as well, like something big.
All right. Before I ask you the last two questions, we're gonna go ahead and do the drawing for the 3 giveaways here. All right. The first 2 that we're gonna do is for the ribeyes, the RML, the Red Meat Lovers Club boxes of ribeyes. Just wanted to classify that because we are giving away ribeyes too. So in another form of meat. So, all right. Everyone, if you've typed in Brunson space meats, you are entered in the drawing. Let's go ahead and see who our first winner is going to be. Let me pull it up here. All right, let's see. Texas Southpaw 4202.
Yo,
Texas
Southpaw.
Southpaw. So definitely reach out to me, Tex. And let me write that down. And let me know your shipping information. And again, everybody, your winnings will be shipped out after my next week's show, which is my 200th episode. Strongly recommend you guys watch. I've got a lot of box giveaways for next week as well. So definitely, and I even have some cigars that are not even on the market yet that I'm giving away as well. So next winner up, we've got Cody Carroll.
Cody!
My man, Cody! You know, do you know Cody?
No, I just like.
Oh,
you were
okay.
So excited about
I
it.
wouldn't be surprised if you did. Everybody knows Cody in Denver. Cody's one of the best people in the world that I've ever met. And
Cody,
I
what a
love
nice
Cody.
guy. Look at that.
I love Cody. He's a brother, and
Cody might not want you to tell everybody that.
well,
but-
Cody is the reason why my show looks very nice because he's also my graphic artist for my show.
He does all this stuff.
No, he does all the banners and
Oh.
ads for this.
Yeah, this stuff.
So this is done by
Cody, you're the man.
Smoking. Love Cody. So
Thanks for helping this guy. He needs all the help he can get.
Cody, I know nothing about you or your information, so you'll have to. Actually, I'll see you on Saturday. So I'll just.
Well,
give
is
it to
this
you
thing
Saturday.
rigged? Should I signed up?
All right. Here's the creme de la creme of the night. The winner of the meat box. Let's see who wins this one. Tony!
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 Bring over your ladies. You're getting laid that night.
Tony wins the meat. All right. I've got
Sorry.
Tony's information. I will give that to Justin tomorrow. I won't bother him with it tonight, but I will give that to him tomorrow. Congratulations, Tony.
Yeah.
That is going to be a hell of a meat box for you. And really, really glad and really grateful, brother, that you were willing to come down and do a show
it was
like
so
this.
Cool to
and
meet you and like just introducing new people to new things. And I mean, like I've known who Mo is for a long time. He's from Iowa. I'm from Iowa. Like it's just like community, man.
absolutely.
My favorite thing about cigars is the community. 100%. I mean, I love a good
Absolutely.
stick. And I like smoking one by myself, but I'd much rather sit there and smoke one with eight people that I
agree.
know or that I don't know and have some conversations.
I completely agree with
Yeah.
you. So the last two lightning round questions. If you were able to bring one of your steaks and an RML cigar to any historical person, can't say Jesus, any historical person, who would it be and what steak would you bring?
I mean, I would bring the straight red meat lover,
Mm-hmm.
and I would bring my 150-day aged ribeye, and I would bring it to Anthony Bourdain
Nice. Good choice.
because he would like both of those.
Oh,
things.
yes. He would like all of it. He would also
Yeah.
have a good bottle of bourbon. You
Yeah,
know he
well,
would.
I mean, I just saying, I love the man.
Oh, yeah.
Very amazing. Not a great chef, an amazing writer, and he taught more about what we go through as chefs and restaurant people to the real world
Mm-hmm.
than anybody ever.
Yeah.
So for that reason,
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that answer. I mean, it was a great loss when the world lost him.
yeah,
One of the great
selfish prick.
one of the great
yes.
cooking guys.
Yeah, I hate it when
Um,
somebody kills themselves, man. They
no,
don't think
it's-
about
it's
everybody
rough.
else around them.
It's really rough. So
And there's hotlines for this, everybody, just so we all know. That's call the hotline, call your
Yes,
friend, call your
please.
mom, call your sister, call, your
me.
best friend.
Call me.
Call
Reach
me.
out to me.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's like we've all gone through
Absolutely.
dark days.
Totally.
There's that's the fucking easy way out, and it hurts everybody around you more than yourself. So
Absolutely.
my humble opinion.
No, I agree. So last question of the night here. I stole this question from Inside the Actor Studio. If you
Oh,
remember that show,
no.
James Lipton.
Mm-mm.
He would. You remember? Did you ever see the SNL skit where Will Ferrell came out with a stack of cards?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's him ripping on James Lipton because Lipton would
Okay.
come out with a stack of cards like this.
Yeah.
Just cards with information and ask questions. So one of the questions he always ended the show with was, when you meet your creator one day, who, regardless of what you call or who you call your creator, what do you want to hear?
What the fuck are you doing here?
That's probably one of the funniest answers I've ever gotten to that question. Oh, that's great.
We weren't done torturing you yet.
I couldn't have
You
asked
go
for
back there and get tortured more.
I
We're
couldn't
not
have-
done with you.
I couldn't have asked for a better. That's one of the best answers I've gotten for that question. That's great. Well, Justin,
Yeah,
from the
man.
bottom of my
Thank you.
heart, brother, thank you so
thanks
much
for
for
having us.
coming. You always have a home here,
Yeah.
and we'll definitely have to do this again.
Hi, brother.
And
Thank you.
I want to come up and see all your meat.
Yeah, come look at it.
So
Everybody
until we
loves
see
it.
you again, smoke what you like, eat as
Yes.
much fucking Brunson
Yeah.
meat as you can, and have a great rest of your
do
week.
what you want to do.
Bye, everyone. See you
Later,
next
everybody.
week for the
Thank you.
200th episode.
200!
We'll see you.
Happy